which I can do myself because my missus refuses to do it for some reason. Why she does, I don't know. I think it's because I'm not paying her anymore. That's possibly what it is. And then you've got the Curiosity Shop. Ben, my friend Ben at the Curiosity Shop at the market. He's got CDs and DVDs for sale, Blu-rays. Go and have a look at his shop. He's got all sorts. He can order it in for you if he's not got it. So that's a few of our sponsors there. We've got the red carpet photo booths run by Tim Westwood and one of his friends. They do a great job at weddings, bar mitzvahs, whatever you want. They'll come and do it for you, and they'll do a grand job. Once again, if you click the link on the website, you can get through to their page and book them for any massive gig that you've got going on, whether you're having a civil partnership or getting married to a man or a woman. It's fine. They'll do anything. They're non-discriminative. So if you'd like to get in touch with us here at the BSP, my contact number is 07931 419 501. Always looking for new sponsors and new ideas for this particular podcast. So I'm going to play a little bit of music now from our good friend Gaz Brookfield. It's called Tell It to the Beer, which my good friend Daniel Grimsley chose about half an hour ago.
We spent too long pretending our band was gonna make it. We never stood a chance, but we just stood our ground and faked it. Convinced the world would notice if we made a lot of noise. There's a lot to be said for talentless, overconfident, skinny white boys. Then reality took a bite out of our boyhood dreams. A wound we can't recover from, not completely so it seems. A final ditch attempt to make our fantasy come true. But by then I knew it wouldn't, and I think you knew it too. Now we know our place, we know our station. Though we've never had a proper conversation, you're my friend, and you're my brother. Wouldn't trade the life we've led for any other. We got ourselves a manager and played a lot of shows. We even played in London, cause that's where everybody goes to be discovered as the next big thing. But that's not fucking likely. It really is all who you know, not how good at guitar you might be. We were never that good, but that's not the point, at least we tried. And the best thing to come out of this is we're best friends till we die. So digging in with thick and skin, I love the place I've got to. I love my friends like family, I'd be pretty stupid not to. Now we know our place, we know our station. Though we've never had a proper conversation, you're my friend, and you're my brother. I wouldn't trade the life we've led for any other. Now here we are a decade on and living miles apart, and boyhood dreams are merely distant memories in the past. It seems that life got in the way of our imaginations. Maybe now we'll get around to having that conversation. Even if we don't, it doesn't matter, 'cause we're still here. We live to tell the tale, so let's tell it to the beer. We may not be the men we thought we'd be when we were 20, but we lived life without compromise, and by God we lived it plenty. We know our place, we know our station, and though we've never had a proper occupation, well, you're my friend, and you're my brother. I wouldn't trade the life we've led for any other.
That's my good friend Gaz Brookfield. Tell It to the Beer, chosen by our good friend Daniel Grimsley. Thanks very much. I know Dan's still listening. Really appreciate you taking the time out from your busy schedule of watching telly to talk to me this evening. So, very insightful interview, something a little bit different. There was no preempted questions. It was just a chat with a good friend and a proper stalwart of Ashby Rugby Club. So, I'm just going to start a little bit of a chat now. I'll talk about the games this weekend that have been and gone. The under-13s, who I saw play a little bit on Sunday between the cooking sausages and such like. 131-5 against Melbourne RFC. You can check out the full report by Ben Peacock, and that's on ashbyrfc.com. The title of the report was Ashby serve up treats, not tricks, in the week of Halloween. So it's obviously gone for a very topical headline there. Fair play to you, Ben. It's a nice little report from the match. And there's a massive County Cup game next week, so this was perfect warm-up against a team. They're never a pushover in Melbourne. Trying to find out who we got as scorers. Can't see too many names. Let me have a quick look. It's just me talking to try and fill the gap. I can't see too many names in there. So, Ben, I can't see any names in there, matey. But thanks very much for the report. And it gives a good sum of the game. They were 19-0 up at half-time. Melbourne weren't going to be denied a consolation try. They managed to get a try to take it to 31-5. So the victors made it 7 wins from 7. So Ben's put the rallying call up for next week, County Cup next week. So come on, lads, let's try to continue this rich vein of form. It's great to watch it's fantastic to see you all playing with such a strong team spirit and a smile on your face, and that just sums up the fact that that's exactly what rugby is about. We've got the team down from the game. There was Ben Hulsh at 1, Alex Elkins, Oscar Archer, Sam Tebbett, Luke Ashman, Leo Parry, Harvey Starsmore, Bertie Raffle, Miles Lanetta, Archie Vane, Ben Windridge, who I believe might be the son of my good friend Phil Windridge, who's looking very svelte at the moment. I see him in the pub on Saturday having a beer, watching the football. Lewis Eaton, Sam Peacock, Sam West and Harry Thompson. So, well played, lads. I hope you win your game in the County Cup this weekend. We'll go to the next report. We've got Tamworth 29, Ashby RFC 53. And that was the under-14. So, Neil Johnson's side, tiny. What a great result. Ashby too strong for a valiant Tamworth side in a 14-try thriller. I've got bad memories of Tamworth, unfortunately. Well, good and bad. About some of the best games I've ever played against Tamworth. I even got a couple of tries. But I also got whiplash as well in my last game against them. So, never really looked back on that one with fondness. And but yeah, 5-try blitz by Ashby in the first 20 minutes. Kind of saw off Tamworth, and that was at Tamworth as well. So, we're going to try and find some names to be to put into the report. The visitors ran in 5 tries. Converted by O'Regan, so young O'Regan keeps putting the the boot to ball and getting plenty of points this season. You've got Rory, Prop Bainman, well deserved after an excellent support work, and the game was in the bag basically. Legs were tiring, and from a few shots of possession, it was Ashby who finishes stronger with tries from Newing. Kilfeather, it's his first for the club, so well done to Kilfeather. Davis and Jordan completing hat-tricks. So, it's absolutely fantastic to see the lads doing so well. Also, another debut, good debut showing by Charlie Bates, along with other strong performances. And we've got next week's encounter against Ashbourne. So, let's hope we can turn Ashbourne over. I'm not quite sure if that's home or away. But if you're around, it's at home. From watching the 14s play, they've got a great side. And we've also got the Women's World Cup coming past as well on the same day. So, get yourself up to the rugby club at Nottingham Road and come and see what everyone's talking about. You won't regret it, and I'll sort you out on the bacon cover as well. So my voice is just about going now. I've got a bad chest again at the moment, so I'll move on to the under 11 swiftly before calling that a day at 10:20 in the year of our Lord 2014. Ashby's under 11 travel to Melton. The Bulls made a strong start, but lose out overall. So unlucky to the lads. I see that they played well as always, but just couldn't pull it out on a windy day to Melton Mowbray, and that's always a bit of a trek over there. A few players worth mentioning. Some good passing from Chester Owen. We've got some good tackles from I can't even say the name. The surname's Douglas and Max Bradbury. So we've got Reece Russell as well, and Jamie Froggatt. So all these players had good games which were outstanding, and the names were mentioned by the coach, Gillian. I think Gillian Hawks, who's involved with the club throughout. So well done. I'm not quite sure if Gillian helped me in the kitchen last week. Gillian, if you're listening, thanks very much for the hand that you gathered, and let's hope that the lads can get a win this week, whoever they're playing. So. Yeah, I'm going to go down to my boy who's given up, and we've had a great evening talking to Daniel Grimsley, one of my best friends, and we will just remember him, and our friend Brett unfortunately left us too soon, but we've got a Brett Finley Memorial Cup which will be taken from Colville on the 31st of January 2015. White House and Time Fly. So yeah, I believe in Leave It All Behind, the song called Leave It All Behind by Tilted Smile, as my brain starts to fade out for the day. And I believe we'll move on to a new day tomorrow. And we'll see you at the weekend. Ashby are playing at home to Loughborough, so if you'd like to go watch us play, it'll be a 2 o'clock kick-off at Ashby. And the Ashby socials, well, I'm not quite sure if they've got the game. I'm not quite sure how their fixtures are working now, but they had a good result against Ashby, winning 47-12 on the weekend. It might be Hinkley Queens we've got, and that's away at Hinkley. So yeah, thanks very much for listening, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been near, I think it might be about an hour long, so it's the longest podcast yet, but my voice only lasts for so long. The podcast is going to be up for download, and that's going to be up for download through the website, through Facebook or Twitter, and you can also go on Ashby RFC to catch all the reports from the weekend, including one by Rodney Watkins, David Harris, Rodney Watkins, David, and that's called the John Field Potato Famine. Rodney's just learnt to read and write, so well done to him. He just kind of drew a colourful picture with crayons, so I've had to figure out what he meant. One of the words potato, and I think one word was try, or it might have said socks, I'm not quite sure. So well done to Rodney. Rodney's 5 years old and still learning to speak, read and write, so well done to you, mate. I hope you're getting into your training pants very soon. So yeah, thanks very much for listening to the Full Sounds Podcast version 11. Version 12 will come after that, as will version 13. And take care, have a nice week, and hope the weather's kind to you. And this is Leave It All Behind by Tilted Smile.
When you rap, you can't imagine ever counting down. You live it on behind. I feel loose and touch. I'm heading away.